Hiya crafters, Amy here with Amy's Wares, and today I have the mid-month inspiration stencil to share with you. This is called the Holly Nosegay. It is a 6x9 stencil. It is brand new to the shop as of today, September 15th. It will be on sale for the first week only. Here's a photo of the finished card to show you the direction that we're headed, but came together really quickly, super easy. This would be a great stencil to batch some holiday cards this year. So basically I'm just going to mask off the area that I don't want ink to get onto my card base. I am working directly on a card base, US A2 size, 4 1/4 inches by 5.5. I'm using some Catherine Pooler ink pads and some Altenew blending brushes. I have an Altenew sticky mat on my turntable here, and I'm just kind of turning it to and fro to fill in the openings. Now I will say, with trial and error, because this is my very first time using it, I would line up the little swirly-doos, whatever they're called. I'm sure they have a technical name. If you know what it is, let me know in the comments. But I would say use those swirls to line up your design because they are wider than the leaves. So as you may have noticed on my composition, I did go off a little bit off uneven on one side of the card panel. So just knowing that, I would maybe use those little swirly bits to line up your design rather than the leaves like I did. So you could maybe start with the little swirls and then do the rest and then move into the other parts. Otherwise, it's pretty self-explanatory and easy. I got fingerprints all over because I'm a hot mess express. So I'm using a little sand eraser here to kind of try and clean up my mess. But whatever, we're going to move forward and make it work. So here I'm just lining up the little swirly-doos, for lack of a better term. And I'm going to use a nice yellow color to kind of emulate gold for this because just thinking all Christmas. This is actually the first Christmas card I've made so far for this year. So will it send me on a trajectory of making them early and making it not stressful? I doubt it, but maybe. This is definitely a fun one that would be easy to batch, so maybe. But I'm just going to use this gold color here and fill in that portion of the stencil, and that's basically the layering component. So super easy. I'm going to use this really fun rectangle die here to cut it down slightly smaller than A2 size, so it will give it a little bit of a border on my card base here. So I'm going to use some mint tape, run this through off screen, and then here I have some Christmas pattern paper. So it's a fun way to use that up if you have a bunch of that. And I have some sentiment strips here. These are, I believe, Ellen Hudson. They may still be available on Amazon. If they are, I will link them below. She did retire, but she did still have a shop with some remaining products on Amazon. So it may be sold out, but I'm sure you have loads of holiday sentiments, so use whatever you have in your crafty stash. I'm going to use one of the strips for the front of the card and one for the inside of the card. I do also have a gel pen here. I got to put a little bit of highlights on the little holly berries and some details in the leaves. Obviously this is an optional step, but I feel like it really added to the design and it didn't take much time. So once that's done, I'm basically just going to attach all the little parts together. I have some thin foam strips that I get from Amazon to pop up the sentiment on the front. And I will liquid glue the one on the inside, but otherwise very simple, easy design. So I love stencils like this. If you're interested in this one, like I said, catch it in the first week, and you can use my coupon AmyFan10 on top of it to save even more. So when she does these mid-month release, they're not technically part of that month's release. They're kind of something special in the middle of the month. But even though they're on sale, you can still use your favorite designer's coupons. So now I'm going to use some blingage to kind of bring it to the next level. If you aren't familiar, there's over 100 colors in the shop now, which is just crazy pants, but so fun to flip through all these little packages of joy and figure out what works best on your card design. This one seems to work perfectly with the green. I'm trying to remember what one I ended up going with. I think I ended up going with that because it was just such a perfect match. I couldn't resist that holly color, or the holly leaf color. So I'm going to put that down in an odd number on the front of the card with some liquid glue. Actually, I'm still debating. So I'm being indecisive, y'all. Oh yeah, I was considering black to tie in with the sentiment strip. I honestly can't even remember. I showed you the picture in the beginning and I don't remember what I ended up doing. Oh, I went with the black. Who knew? I thought for sure I went with the green. Surprise myself. Yay. Anyway, I have this little sentiment on the inside, and that's going to finish the card. So thanks so much for spending time with me today. I'll catch you next time. Bye.